name is Hope from Healy Consultants Group, and we will discuss about deregistration of your company or your entity here in UAE, specifically in Dubai. The deregistration process composed mainly of two steps or two stages. Stage 1 involves preparing and notarized minutes of the General Assembly, confirming that the company liquidation and the appointment of a liquidator. Also, you need to submit an official letter by a registered liquidator accepting the duty. So there needs to be a confirmation from the liquidator that they will do the deregistration. And also, you have to fill out all the required forms through DED, or the Department of Economic Development, or other approved channels or other government offices that deals with the registration of your company. And once everything is approved, like if the pre-approval are done, then the DED will issue a liquidation certificate. So once you have the liquidation certificate, you have to publish the notice of liquidation in at least 2 local newspapers. You have to submit the claim after a grace period of 45 days. So publication will take at least minimum 45 days from the date of issue. And usually this takes, so the first stage usually takes 6 to 8 weeks to be completed. And stage 2 will require submission of DED, submission of a declaration letter to DED from the liquidator. And the partners indicate that they have no objection from any other parties during the grace period. And then after that, you need to collect required approvals from other government bodies to cancel the license. So, of course, you need to cancel the labor card from the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation. And then you have to cancel the visas sponsored by the company at the respective General Directorate of Residency and Foreign Affairs. And once all of these clearances or documents such as a cancellation of the labor card, immigration card, visas, you have to submit this to get the final approval for cancellation. So once the DED collected these documents, they will determine the fee, and the fee depends on how DED will process or review your application. So once they confirm the fee, then you will have to pay the fees in order to receive the certificate of deregistration or the canceled trade license. And after paying the fees, the approval will usually, or the issuance of the trade license cancellation certificate will usually take 1 to 2 weeks. So for those business owners who's thinking to cancel or to terminate the company, I suggest that they have to do it at least 60 days before the renewal or the expiry of the trade license, in order to avoid any penalties, or you will incur penalties, not just late renewal of the trade license, but let's say you have employees, if their visas are expired or due for renewal. So in order to avoid that, I suggest you have to pre-plan and then make sure you know all the deadlines for your, not just the licenses, but also like if you require a certain approval or permit, like a recruitment permit or a training permit from KHDA, then you have to have those canceled first. So as long as all documentation and you know the expiry of your permits and trade license, and well-planned deregistration of the company, then the cancellation of the company will go smoothly. And also you need to prepare all documents required. Let's say if the owners are not here, then you have to appoint someone with the power of attorney so that he can represent you in going to all these government authorities to complete the application.